streets are cleared away, one by one. Hollow heroes separate as they run. You're so cold, keep your hand in mine. Wise men wander while strong men die. Show me how it ends, alright. Show me how defenseless you really are. Satisfied and empty inside. Well, that's alright. Let's give this another try.
Time for a power-packed Monday show.
Employers added 103,000 jobs in March. It's a smaller gain than in prior months, but still shows a healthy labor market.
I think the economy might be in trouble.
New economic sanctions just announced against 24 Russians. Treasury Department statement says it's over a range of issues, including Russian cyber attacks.
You can't hack into a government supercomputer and then try to buy uranium without the Department of Homeland Security tattling to your mother.
Showtime!
It's not bro time, it's showtime. Are you guys ready?
Red Wolf Roll Call Radio.
God, here we go again.
Why don't you go find a corner to hide in? I'll get to you later. I don't want to have to deal with you now.
Houston, we have a problem.
So crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Go ahead. Make my day.
There's something screwy around here.
It's getting bigger by the minute. Pleasure overload. You should never be allowed to talk to people.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, get in there, talk about www.com, and you got them naked chicks on there, man. You go click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Never fall in love with a musician.
Damn, that boy can sing.
Must be cool.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
The following program contains material not suitable for children, adults, or childish adults.
It's showtime, folks.
Red Wolf Roll Call Radio.
Good morning and welcome to RWRC Radio. We're fueled by Flash Market. JC, Uncle Walls coming to you live from the Stadium Auto Body Collision Center studios. We're right here on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7, Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21, and of course all across the planet on our website, redwolfrollcall.com, and the RWRC Radio App. It is a Monday. It is a My Jam Monday. And so if you got any song requests, whatever you need to get you going on this lovely Monday, hit us up on the Back in Action hotline, 870-330-0927. Superior Lawn Service text line, 870-372-RWRC. That's 7972. And, of course, all across that bright and shiny Rhino Car Wash social media sideline, Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook on this lovely, lovely My Jam Monday. Also a Munchies Monday. So if you're hungry and you're thinking, what am I going to do for lunch today? How about you just call in an order, make sure you add some of those delicious cheese sticks, and swing right through their pickup window. You don't even have to get out. It's that easy. I had lunch there last week.
Yeah.
And went with the Philly.
Yeah.
And half order of the spicy sticks. Mm-hmm. And, of course, it was delicious.
I ate there last week when they had the broccoli cheese soup.
Yes.
I got the half sandwich and the broccoli cheese soup, $6.99.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I almost couldn't finish it all. It was a lot of food.
Well, and they've been doing some gumbo, too,
yeah, I saw
lately.
That.
I haven't got to see or try that yet. But, yes, half sandwich and soup combo for only $6.99. It's Munchies, over 43 years and counting. Well, plenty to talk about from over the weekend. The Masters, of course, everybody picked this fella to win.
Yes.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
When you had your Masters pool last week and you said, all right, you get 4 names, who you got? Well, I'm sure that many of you picked Patrick Reed.
Of course.
I mean, he is a fan favorite. Like, they've already started fan clubs for him. But Patrick Reed walks out with a cool $1.98 million.
Yeah.
After winning the Masters. And, yes, Tiger Woods, he's nowhere in shouting distance. We'll talk a little bit about that. Jordan Spieth, man, heck of a comeback for him. Final round 64.
Yeah.
Made it very interesting.
Did.
But for his troubles, he walks away with almost $750,000.
Yeah, doggone it.
When you look at Tiger Woods, we were talking about this. Yeah, Tiger Woods comes in 32nd and still walks away with almost $64,000.
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong business.
Tough day at the office.
I am in the wrong business.
Yes.
When you're not first, you're 32nd, like Ricky Bobby says, and you still get $64,000.
Yeah.
If you're not first, you're last. Well, hey, you know what? $64,000, I'll take that for being last.
Oh, yes. I would too.
But we will talk about that as well. And, of course, WrestleMania happened over the weekend. Walls, I know you were excited about WrestleMania.
Locked into it.
Yes. You got out your old school Jerry Lawler one-strap leotard and watched Mania. But, honestly, not overly impressed. I was not overly impressed with WrestleMania. I will say that I thought that Ronda Rousey in-ring was good.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to seriously work on her mic skills and her, I guess, choreography, if you will.
Her showmanship.
Yeah, that's going to take some work. But, of course, Brock Lesnar's never been good at that either.
Right.
And he's managed to hang around for a while as a part-time wrestler.
By the way, you said Jerry Lawler. No, what I actually had, I had the Plowboy Frazier overalls.
Oh, yes. But the worst part is they were still from 76.
Right.
Like you could only pull it up to your thighs.
The thing was, it required no shoes.
Oh, well,
You went barefoot.
Just the way you like it.
Yes.
Just the way you like it. But we'll talk about that as well. And, of course, the NBA season, the regular season is winding down.
Yeah.
That is getting more and more interesting there. We can talk about that and more from over the weekend. Of course, we'll have your 5 random facts on this Monday, brought to you by OnQ Property Management. We will have your top of the hour update, 12:05 update, brought to you by NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Why pay more to retail store? We'll have your Calmer Solutions hot topic of the day and wrap the show up as we always do with a little by the numbers, brought to you by International Tours of Jonesboro. And, of course, Stan Man Really, brought to you by the Stanley and Woodard Law Firm. So plenty to talk about on this lovely, lovely Monday. And, of course, we'll get ready to kick the party off as we always do with a little game day forecast brought to you by Safe Light Auto Glass. And it's always followed up by all that other stuff. Safe Light Auto Glass, it's more than auto glass. It's really more about customer service and convenience.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Julian with Safe Light Auto Glass.
So you think all auto glass companies are the same? Only America's largest gives you the reliability of this Safe Light advantage. It's what makes us different, with over 5,000 mobile glass shops in all 50 states. So we're always nearby, and the only national lifetime guarantee, keeping you covered wherever you are. Make the safe choice.
Just ask your insurance company for Safe Light or call 800-800-2727 or go to safelight.com.
Better yet, I have a local number I'll give to you, 972-4797. Give them a call right now and set up that appointment. They'll come to your house or they'll come to where you work. And if it's a rock chip or even the total window replacement, doesn't matter. They'll come to you and they'll do all the work for you. Also, they'll handle the insurance. So the whole thing about Safe Light, we talk about not only convenience, but no worries when you work with them. Safe Light Auto Glass, 972-4797. Let's look at your game day forecast brought to you by Safe Light. Well, Joel, you got you some snow the other day.
Yeah, it was just enough to say, whatever.
But anyway, high of 59 today, low of 40 tonight. Pretty much all week long is going to stay partly cloudy and dry most of this week. Temperature is going to slowly ease back up into the 70s, 75 on Thursday, 76 on Friday. But thunderstorms do return Friday afternoon and part of the weekend. Speaking of that, a full week out there, football practice day, Wednesday, Thursday, not Thursday,
Monday,
Friday,
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
and Saturday. Yeah. So the weather's going to hold up pretty good for that. It looks like in the queue today, we get a chance to talk a little A-State baseball, also some A-State track and some tennis. And I meant to bring this up on Friday, but I'll do it right now. Congratulations to Arkansas Sports Hall of Famer Jerry Buckenstern.
Yes.
Former Chicago Bear.
Yes.
But congratulations to him.
And why it took this long, I have no idea.
I don't know either. But him and Mike Malham, linebackers for those Chicago Bears. Mm-hmm. Also, they were on that 75 team here at Arkansas State. All right, all that other stuff on this date, 1975. Aerosmith released their third album, Toys in the Attic. A pretty good album. Also on this date, 1977, this is David Ellison's favorite artist of all time. Sean Cassidy performed "Do Run Run" on American Bandstand.
Oh yeah, and he goes to sleep each and every night with his Sean Cassidy Snuggie.
Yes.
Yes.
On this date, 1986, it was announced that Patrick Duffy, character on the show Dallas, would be returning after they killed him off the season before.
Yes. It's his long lost twin brother. You know, that's how they do it in soap operas.
Yeah. Victoria Principal wakes up and, Bobby's in the shower. It's all a dream.
Yes.
Yeah. Also on this date, 1989, Jim Abbott was born without a right hand, made his Major League debut for the California Angels, went on and had a 10-year career in Major League Baseball.
Unbelievable.
Also on this date, 1989, The Look by Roxette hits number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Also on this date, 1989, the 29th anniversary of this great classic.
Oh, boy. Why do I believe this is sarcasm?
Major League.
Oh, now that is a classic.
Major League.
That is a classic.
You tell me, Jesus Christ, can't hit a curveball.
Yes, now that's a great baseball movie, and you'd be hard pressed to find a better baseball movie.
Crisco, Bardo, Vagisil.
Yes.
Sometime
Joe Boo needs a refill.
And finally, on this date in Major League Baseball history, I love these uniforms. I wish they'd bring them back. But on this date, 1975, the Astros debuted the rainbow uniforms.
Yes. Well, there you go. Well, that is your game day forecast, brought to you by Safelite Auto Glass and all that other stuff. 11:13, let's head to the Back in Action hotline and say what's happening to Quattro. What's up, buddy?
Okay, first off, I'm taking a little offense to Major League being the best one ever as far as baseball movies. Bull Durham is more quotable, I do believe. A little funnier. Plus, it's got a little nudity in it, so that always works.
I don't know, man.
It's 6 one way and half a dozen
I
the
think
other.
it could be 1A, 1B, brother.
I could go. I'll roll with you on that. Now, a serious baseball movie that's really good that Costner's also in is For the Love of the Game.
That's a good
really
one.
like that movie. Not to mention you get to look at what's her name, Travolta's wife. She is Kelly Preston.
Mm-hmm.
She is smoking hot.
Yes, clear the mechanism, and you should clear the mechanism before you say hello to Kelly Preston, if you know what I mean.
You better clear it a couple times. If you can, Uncle Walls. I don't think you might struggle on the first one.
Hello, Monday.
I do have to ask this. I was tuning in on Wednesday. Has Wednesday become Slit Your Wrist Wednesday with the music? Oh my God! I mean, you could have depressed the Pope.
You didn't like Boys to Men and Jodeci?
Oh, dude, you had a couple songs on there that you could have literally. I mean, you could have depressed a math addict.
Well, listen. I mean, that is perfect Kelly Preston music.
I don't know. There was one song you had on there. I mean, it might as well have been a country song, but it was a R&B song talking about a black fella who done lost his girl. Car broke down. He lost everything in that song but his dog. I mean, that's all he needed to do was lose the dog, and he'd have had it great.
That's called real life, Quattro. Real life, Quattro.
Oh God, that was awful. I mean, they ought to call that like real suicide. I mean, cheese and Pete's, man. Keep that song out of the mental ward. You'll be wanting to slit your wrist. Good God.
Well, let's hope nobody does that.
You could have been. I mean, like I said, you could have depressed a a meth head who just got his first hit of the day with that song. I mean, good God Almighty, that was awful. But to the Masters, I am so glad that Tiger Woods didn't win. He's just such a smarmy schmug. I just don't like the fella. I mean, as you can tell. So I'm glad Spieth had a good day, and it's nice to see somebody come. I don't want to say unknown, but to see somebody who's not one of the high-ranking guys, jump up and win, especially at Augusta. It's such a historic place. So I'm very, very happy with the result of that.
Quattro, why are you so full of hate today?
Yes, why the hate on?
Did somebody do something to your Cheerios this morning?
Speaking of being depressed, I mean, come on, man. I mean, you hating on Tiger Woods, hating on Boyz II Men and Jodeci. I mean, what's the hate here? I mean, do you have a love affair for a guy in Patrick Reed who got kicked off one university golf team and almost another?
Well,
I mean,
I'd hate to even bring up Sister Jean.
Now, Sister Jean, I love. Sister Jean, I love because she is what makes college sports so great. That a lady who's 98 years old could have such a great connection with a bunch of young kids and all. And she made it a great tournament. I mean, shoot, she had a bigger press conference than anybody else. So, like I said, she's bringing Nunnin back. JT brought Sexy back. She's bringing Nunnin back.
Nunnin. Okay, well, we'll work on that. I didn't know Nunnin was gone to bring back, but it's okay.
Well, let's just say the number of nuns that are still out there are far, far down. But I'll tell you what, they deliver some serious hellacial beatings, lots of fun, scars, angst amongst the Catholic kids, and I'm one of them. I think that might be why I'm hating so much. I mean, that's just, I got kneecapped by Sister Camille Ann at a number of dances.
I'm gonna venture to guess, Quattro, you needed it.
I'm picturing the penguin in the Blues Brothers, and that big ruler, and she's just slapping it all upside your head and everything.
She hit me on the back of the knees on more than one occasion and told me I needed at least 12 inches for the Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. And let's just say I violated that on more than one occasion.
Somehow I believe that.
Well, when you're done here...
You're going to get it again after this phone call.
When you're done here, give me 10 Hail Marys, okay?
I probably do need to go to confession, although I'd be a little bit, hesitant to go into a church because God probably would strike me through the ceiling dead and probably say, why are you soiling this, reverent, holy place?
Well, I somehow believe that. I somehow believe that. Well, what else is on your mind, Quattro?
Other than debauchery, skull dragging, and perversion excursions, not much. I just want to say I know the other day that Mike from Finch, I know his family had a little celebration of life. I just wanted to bring him up. He's a great friend, and really, I miss that guy every day, man. I tell you what, he was a character. He loved his Yankees. He loved his Cowboys, who I absolutely hate, because those two teams are like the evil empire of sports. But I digress. I miss that guy every day, man. I just thought somebody ought to bring him up.
Yeah,
great sports fan,
we miss him calling in, and I miss getting his DMs, But Mike was one of a kind, no doubt.
Yeah, he was definitely a great guy, and just a good father. His son's doing really well up in Kansas and everything. So, like I said, I just wanted to bring him up. But other than that, sports-wise, we're getting close to the NFL draft. Really curious to see how many trades there are going to be this year, because I think there's going to be a lot. And personally, I can't wait to see Cleveland throw up on themselves, because it's always pretty funny.
There's a good possibility of that. Although their front office seems to be a little bit more wise than previous front offices of the Cleveland Browns.
Look, if there's a remote possibility on screwing up a draft, I have faith in Cleveland. I have ultimate faith in Cleveland to just absolutely destroy it. But it'll be fun. Maybe the commissioner will fall off the stage and break his neck. He's such a good guy.
Jeez.
Wow. This is Need a Hug Monday for Quattro. Good Lord. Wow. What is wrong with you today?
If she could get in touch with Kelly Preston, she would definitely cheer up my day.
We'll see what we can do.
We'll work on it, Quattro.
Yeah,
Dang, man.
It's not just need a hug. It's need some loving. Monday for Quattro. So if we have any volunteers, I'm not overly attractive, but not overly ugly, and I can, I smell good too. So.
Oh wow! Well, I'm glad you had your one bath of the week. Well, brother, I appreciate the phone call.
I feel like I just went to therapy.
Yes, well, I'm glad. I'm glad we got to do it. And the good news is nobody was listening.
And I feel like I need a shower.
and by the way, as far as music, play a little Boom by P.O.D. That would be awesome.
I got you covered, man.
Y'all have a great day, guys.
Bye.
Oh, man, I'm not sure. Quattro or Tracy?
And he forgot to do this, but I'll do it for him. And remember, Tim Tebow, he still loves you.
I'm not sure if Tim Tebow even still loves Quattro after that call. Oh, let's head right back to the Back in Action hotline, and let's talk to our man, Zach. What's up, buddy?
What's going down, wild man?
Cannot call it. Trying to regroup myself after that call from Quattro.
No doubt about it. Uncle Walls, apologies, my friend. I didn't mean to blow up the text line there. I got my numbers mixed around there.
No problem. No problem at all.
Did you get the video link that I sent you, though?
I got it. I haven't played it yet.
Well, when you get a chance, you need to watch that.
I'm over here, taking in on all of Quattro's. He was hateful today. He had a lot of hate in him today.
Yeah, anybody that hates on Boys to Men and Jodeci, I got a question.
He was like the male version of Miss Lisa today.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well, and the irony is they're both from Greene County.
Yeah.
There you have tried. My stomping grounds also guys right over here next to them,
Nah.
So, no stranger to that.
I've heard of love's in the air, but negativity in the air is doesn't have quite the same ring to it.
No, it don't. No, it don't. Did you guys say today is the anniversary of Major League?
Yes.
Yes,
I brought it up earlier.
Man, I love it. Give him the hate, Ricky.
Yeah.
Love that movie, man.
Now, the thing is, Quattro came on here, and, he was selling Bull Durham, but like I told him, I said, that's 6 one way and half a dozen of the other. Bull Durham and Major League, they're both excellent.
I don't think it's a comparison. Major League all day long. If you're asking me for a baseball movie, Major League all the Tom Berenger, Charlie Sheen, when he was still sane and didn't have Tiger's blood going on. You had Corbin Burnson. Joe Boo, Wesley Snipes.
Oh yeah.
That's to me that's the baseball what Hoosiers is to basketball, in my opinion, fellas. I was never a big Bull Durham.
The thing I loved in that, when Charlie Sheen asked him, what's that on you? He said, Crisco, Bardol, Vagisil, and then sometimes if the umps are really watching me, I rub some jalapeno on my nose.
Yeah, isn't that guy? The guy that was Eddie in that movie, right? Eddie, the old picture that was trying to rub snot on the ball, also.
Yes, yes.
What's ironic is he was the jerk that was in Hoosiers that was trying to get rid of Roman Dale.
That's exactly right. Yes.
Remember, he goes, Jimmy Chua comes in and goes, Coach stays, I stay. He goes, I go, and the guy made like a bitter beer face from hell after he made that remark. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
Yeah, enough said right there, man. That's the best movie ever, hands down. Well, Memphis Grizzlies have got 2 games left. They've won 22 games total this year, fellas. I think it's safe to say the grit and grind era is dead and gone. And I think we're going to go through some rough years over there in Memphis. Hope everybody enjoyed these last, 8 or 9 years of making the playoffs, but I'm afraid we're going to go through a bit of a dry spell.
Well, the good news is they're going to get a high draft choice. That's the good news.
Yeah, I don't know what we'll do with it, if it'll be enough to make any noise in the Western Conference, but, I say trade Marc Gasol's ass. Conley, they paid him all that money. He got injured first of the year, but when he's healthy, he is one of the better point guards in the league. He does get lost in the shuffle, JC, when you're playing out west with guys like Westbrook and Curry and Lillard and Chris Paul. So, he'll give you about 20 and 7 a game when he's healthy. But I'm afraid we're going to go through some really rough years.
Well, Zach, the thing that's interesting for me is, obviously if you do trade Gasol to a contender, you can certainly get some quality back. I mean, you're going to get some good draft choices and whatnot back from him. You should get a decent haul for Marc Gasol. But, if you look at Mike Conley, I mean, that's a gigantic contract that you're sitting on for Conley. Good luck trying to get somebody to take that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're probably not going to. So just keep him. You're stuck with him. But when he's healthy, like I said, when he's healthy, he's a top 5 to 10 point guard in the league. I just hate that things have turned out the way they have. We had to get rid of Zebo and Tony Allen. Everybody ages, fellas. Father time, and like I said, we enjoyed it for a while. Had a nice little run, but it's rebuilding time in the Grindhouse.
Well, and you look at. And as sad as this is going to be for me to say, Mike Conley has played a whopping 12 games this season. And unfortunately, Grizz fans, for that 12 games, you are paying Mike Conley right at almost $28.5 million.
Wow. I've often said, Memphis, they were just stuck in the West, and you always had to deal with either San Antonio or something like that. But I've often said, if they were in the East, just how much success, would they have had, and how deep would the run be?
Well, let me make Grizzlies fans feel just a little bit better about themselves. Let me just make them feel a little bit better about themselves right now. Right now, just so you know, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol, and Chandler Parsons are costing you a cool $74 million this year. $74 million on those 3 players.
Yeah.
How about that?
Wow. That's, how about not? Lord. Anyhow, right quick, you guys, how was WrestleMania last night? Did the Rousey Angle versus McMahon Helmsley match live up to the hype, or was it a bust?
I thought it was okay. I thought she did fine in ring. She's and I wondered about this when I seen the announcement that she was going to WWE. She's not really got a great personality. She's not somebody who I think you should give a whole lot of mic time to until she can at least evolve, and I'm not sure that she ever will. But in ring, she was pretty good. But I think it's certainly going to be a work in progress. It wasn't bad. I mean, WrestleMania as a whole, as far as I'm concerned, was just ho-hum. It was just okay. I mean, there were some cool moments, but for the most part, it was just like, okay. Well, that was, a 5 or 6 hours.
How was the match between AJ Styles and the Jet that tossed that Daffy Duck? How was that match?
Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura. It was good. It was good. It was good. It was entertaining. Probably maybe the more entertaining of the night.
Yeah. How about Lesnar and Reigns?
I wasn't even at all excited about that matchup, Roman Reigns to me is just kind of and then Brock Lesnar, again, speaking of Mr. Personality, I mean, it was better than I expected it to be, but the end result still was Lesnar winning. And is he gonna leave for the UFC again?
Yeah, it's a joke. They bring him in there. He shows up only at pay-per-view time, and he shows up and gets in there and beats the hell out of somebody for 5 minutes. That's definitely Vince's boy. Vince is definitely giving him the special treatment, which I guess when you got that kind of pull, you know what I mean. But it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But
well, I mean, think about this, not Quattro. Think about this, Zach. You're talking about. You look at Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's first ever match is WrestleMania. You look at how often or lack thereof that Brock Lesnar wrestles. I mean, if you're one of those guys or gals back there that have been putting in the work back to the independent circuits who, are eating pimento cheese sandwiches and packing 10 people in one car going from show to show, and then you watch these cats come along and, her first match is WrestleMania. I mean, there's people that have been wrestling for years that have still yet to wrestle on WrestleMania. I mean, last night was the first time that the Usos had ever been on the main card of WrestleMania.
Yeah, you're right. And they've been around for a minute, But I guess the one bright spot of the weekend, as far as that's concerned, is I got to see good old Double J, Jeff Jarrett, get inducted into the Hall of Fame, and that's a former Memphis alumni with his dad, Jerry Jarrett, over in Memphis. So I was kind of glad to see one of the local fellows get inducted into the Hall of Fame, and real happy for him. But anyhow, when you get a chance, you guys check out that video. I think you'll enjoy it. It's speaking of wrestling, it'll kind of take you back to the 1980s, and just when you get a free minute or two, look at that video and give me your thoughts in a little bit. All right.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do it during the break, brother.
See you guys. Have a good one.
See you, buddy. All right, get ready to hit break number 1. And when we come back, we'll launch today's Calmer Solutions Hot Topic of the Day by request from our man Quattro, who, if you see him today, give him a hug. My goodness.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the most negative phone call we've ever had from him.
I know.
Like, I think he's down in the dumps.
I guess
he's down in the dumps. I don't know what it is.
Someone did something to his Cheerios this morning.
I don't know. I guess so. All right, 11:31, RWRC Radio, fueled by Flash Market. It's a My Jam Monday. It's a Munchies Monday right here on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7. This segment has been brought to you by the official barber of Red Wolf Roll Call Radio, Ace of Blades. Ace of Blades now in their brand new location, 3227 East Matthews Avenue, right here in Jonesboro. Barber Toby Stoker specializes in men's and boys' haircuts. Open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and by appointment only on Saturdays. Gonna ask a silly question here. Why are you paying so much for mattresses and furniture when you can save yourself up to almost 70% off the retail price? Not such a silly question after all, huh? That's right. Save up to almost 70% off when you shop at NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Do they have name brands? Well, if Beauty Rest, Nature's Sleep, Simmons Platinum, Simmons Silver Hybrid, Serta, Royal Heritage are brand names, then, well, yes, they have brand names. Twin sets starting at $125, full starting at $150, queen starting at $165, and king starting at $250. They're located at 3704 East Highland Drive, across from All Star Music. You can also find them on Facebook at NEA Mattress Direct, or you can call 870-679-9510 or 501-454-5613 to schedule an appointment. They take major credit cards and financing is available. Mention you heard this ad on Red Wolf Roll Call and get an additional $25 off any purchase over $300. NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Why pay more at a retail store?
Hey, how you doing? Tony here. Earl. Yeah, Earl. You see, me and the boys, we have recently been relocated to the greater Jonesboro metropolitan area. It's okay. One little slight problem. Me and the boys, we're homesick for some good home cooking, like Mother used to make. Then we found this 1812 pizza, and it's all good now with me and the boys.
Hey, boss, Tommy 2 Times wants to know what's a grit.
Vinny, I'm talking here.
Boss, I thought my name was Joe Bob.
Vinny! As I was saying, 1812 Pizza, they got it all. Not only pizzas, but they got salads, wraps, appetizers. They even got a meatball sub. It's to die for.
Yeah, boss. Tell them about the meatball sub.
Vinny, you just keep talking and you're gonna be a meatball sub. As I was saying, they got subs, sandwiches, and much more.
Boss, tell them about the wings.
Vinny, if you want my brother, anyways, it's good as mama's. And if you tell her that, I will totally deny it. Vinny, that's my slice of pizza. Put it down. Vinny, put it down. Vinny!
1812 Pizza Company, 2815 Ray Street. Download their app from the App Store and receive $5 off your first purchase. Or you can go online to 1812pizzacompany.com. 1812 Pizza Company. By now, 2 things that you have invested in is your house and your automobile. You take pride in your home, you keep it clean, mow the yard, the general maintenance stuff. Why don't you show the same love for your automobile? Yeah, that's right, your automobile. Why are you neglecting it? It's time for you to repair your relationship with your automobile. Give it love, give it Rhino Car Wash. Your car will love you for it. And now you can show your love 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. 4 convenient locations in Arkansas: Paragould, Searcy, Cabot, and now 1840 East Highland Drive in Jonesboro. They proudly provide service through an express tunnel wash with free vacuums. And remember, membership has its privileges at Rhino Car Wash. Pick from 3 monthly memberships and wash your car anytime and as many times as you want. Your car loves you, love it back at Rhino Car Wash.
Everyone's heard the phrase one-stop shopping, and in today's world where time is valuable and convenience is the word, our society wants things fast and immediate. Now, take that same adage and apply that to real estate and property management business. Believe it or not, there is one company located here in Northeast Arkansas that's head and shoulders above anyone else in the real estate market with nearly 30 years of experience. On Q Real Estate and Property Management is the one-stop shopping for all your real estate and property management needs, specializing in management of single-family homes, apartments, condos, office and retail, as well as residential sales. Bottom line, OnQ will protect your investment, keeping an eye on it 24/7 with worry-free maintenance. They'll make sure you maximize your goals and objectives as a property owner. You can find OnQ Real Estate and Property Management on Facebook or Twitter, or online at onqproperties.com. Give them a call at 870-520-MGMT. Property owners, do yourself a favor. Take one more worry out of your life. OnQ Real Estate and Property Management. Management this good cannot be ignored.
In the South, rooting for our favorite team is just that, part of the South. And so is the food. Some say Southern cooking is a religion. And one thing about Southern folks, they can spot good down-home cooking, and they can spot the bad too. For several generations now, Barn Hill's Country Buffet has done it right. Down-home, homemade, good old Southern cooking. The way your mama and grandma used to make it. Everything made with that certain touch. Chicken, fish, roast beef, ham, soup, salad, veggies, fresh baked bread, rolls, cornbread, and the dessert bar. Oh yeah, don't forget the dessert bar. Then there's another challenge, picking from their outstanding weekend breakfast buffet. Saturday and Sunday morning starting at 7 a.m. Eggs, bacon, ham, sausage, fried taters, biscuits, gravy, grits, fruit, and even chicken and waffles. Chicken and waffles. Barn Hill's Country Buffet next to Hastings and Old Navy in the Caraway Plaza. There's a reason why Barn Hills has been serving folks for generations now. Great food at a great price. Barn Hills Country Buffet.
On the trails, outdoors, and on the streets, Jonesboro Cycle and ATV can't be beat. Great deals on wheels, parts, and accessories. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. We've got trucks and apparel and gear. You can get it all here. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV.
Come see Jonesboro Cycle and ATV's brand new gigantic facility. 14,000 square feet on Fair Park Boulevard across from the Electric Cowboy. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV, your Arctic Cat ATV, Prowler, and Wildcat dealer. It's the Gone Wheelin' sales event with low financing and rebates. Only ride an ATV that is right for your age. Supervised riders younger than 16. Each rider must wear a seatbelt and approved helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. We recommend all ROV operators have a valid driver's license and that all riders take a training course. Read and understand the owner's manual before operation. For safety or training information, see your dealer. Offer subject to change. Not all applicants will qualify. See dealer for details. Arctic Cat, share our passion.
Affordable fun for the whole family. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV.
And I told my wife, I said, something has got to be done. And they taught me to come in and back in action. And I said, all right, I'll give it a try. I got to do something. I was hurting so bad, it wasn't funny. And they have, it's amazing how they've helped me. He treated me like a friend. And I'll tell you what, I have been telling people about this. And because I still can't believe it.
If you have back pain or neck pain, call my daddy. If you're out of action, get back in.
Back in action, 250 Southwest Drive. Give them a call today, 870-802-WELL. That's 870-802-9355. Or check them out on the web, backinactionofjonesboro.com. Got an opinion? Or maybe you just want to say, hey, how you doing? Hit us up all across the Rhino Car Wash social media sideline on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Rhino Car Wash, home of the unlimited car wash, monthly memberships, and the best free vacuums in town.
Never was a quitter, tasted like a raindrop. She's got the look. Heavenly bound, 'cause
Heaven's got a number when she's spinning me around. Kissing is a color, a loving is a wild dog. She's got the look. 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 What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la.
Well, a little rock set.
Yeah, on this date, 1989, number 1.
There you go. It is a My Jam Monday. It's a Munchies Monday. How about a half sandwich and a bowl of soup for only $6.99? Yeah. You can call in the order, pick it up in the drive-thru window. Don't even have to get out. It's that easy. I would add an order of the spicy sticks if I were you. Just saying. Just saying. Your choice of marinara or ranch. It's Munchies. It's over 43 years and counting. Back in action hotline 870-330-0927. Superior Lawn Service text line 870-372-RWRC. That's 7972. And as always, you can reach us all across that Rhino Car Wash social media sideline, Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook on this lovely, lovely My Jam Monday. Well, Walls, we'll get ready to kick off today's Calmer Solutions Hot Topic of the Day, 40 minutes into the show. And I think it'll be interesting. We've been getting some votes on this already on the Rhino Car Wash social media sideline. So we'll get this thing rolling now. Time now for the Calmer Solutions Hot Topic of the Day. Calmer Solutions 1805 Executive Drive is the new location. Business owners, there's no reason to hire an IT department. Just call Calmer Solutions at 870-336-2169 or find them on the web at calmersolutions.com. Time now for the Hot Topic of the Day.
It's time!
All right, your Calmer Solutions Hot Topic of the Day on this lovely My Jam Monday and a Munchies Monday. Which one was more of a letdown over the weekend? Tiger Woods or WrestleMania? That is the question, because most common, everyday, average fans of golf want to see Tiger Woods in contention. He was not in contention come Sunday.
No.
He did shoot his best round on Sunday.
He did.
But he was not in contention. He had buried himself too far down the leaderboard and was not in contention at all. Now, was the Masters good? Yeah, it was. You had a guy that's probably not a household name by no means.
And the thing is, we've talked about this before. I mean, we talked about this 2 weeks ago when Tiger was at the Arnold Palmer, and I said, it's going to be kind of curious going into this weekend where you got, NCAA basketball and Tiger playing. I said, he moves the needle. Sure enough, that weekend he moved the needle. The other thing, too, is going into the Masters is like, how much is he going to move the needle? And I'll give you a little hint. Hint, today's by the numbers. I'm going to give you those numbers on exactly how Tiger moved the needle. But I will say this, the casual person is interested in watching Tiger. Give you an example. My significant other, I mean, she's not a big sports person, but she's wanting to know what Tiger was doing, and the Masters. We was at a friend's house last night. They're not into sports. Guess what they had on? They had the Masters. So, I mean, casual people were interested in the Masters because of Tiger. And that's what he does. I mean, he brings out the casual viewer. Well, and
it's one of those things where, as I look at this voting here, it is neck and neck. 51% of the votes say WrestleMania, 49% say Tiger Woods. I realize there are people out there right now probably screaming at your radio saying, I don't care about wrestling. Why are you talking about wrestling? But here's the thing. I mean, you're talking about history. It is the Super Bowl of sports entertainment. Right. Whether it's your thing or not, it's a thing. Right. I mean, when it's being talked about on SportsCenter, right? When it's being talked about on Fox Sports 1, I mean, it's obviously a thing.
Well, it's obvious a thing to know that there's advertisers out there who spend a lot of money on that thing.
And so it's one of those deals where, I mean, I get it. But when you tune into a show, you're not going to hear everything you want to hear. Right. I mean, we're trying to reach the masses out here. And when I looked at Sunday, even going into the weekend, I was like, man, WrestleMania Sunday and the Masters final round. Yeah. I mean, wow. I mean, you want to talk about some good TV, you're going to have some good TV. And I'll be honest, I did. I watched WrestleMania, and I kept up with the Masters, and, in my opinion, they both were kind of a letdown.
Right.
I mean, is it cool to kind of see somebody you didn't expect to win the Masters? Sure. But it's not like he's just this wholesome, great story that you want to pull for either.
Jordan Spieth made it kind of interesting, but the other thing, too, I mean...
Spieth shot an incredible 64 on Sunday.
But now somebody that I was keeping an eye on, but then he just started falling apart was Rory.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of a sudden I said, okay, well, Rory, he's going to make a push for it. But then he just fell apart.
But this dude, this dude that we're talking about here, Patrick Reed, he has the ability, if he wants to, he has the ability to be the next John Daly.
Yeah.
I mean, he can be. He could be that bad boy of golf, if you will.
Yes.
He's an average, everyday-looking dude. And as I mentioned earlier, he got kicked off the University of Georgia golf team.
Yeah.
Who gets kicked off of a golf team?
Right.
Like, you don't hear that very often.
No.
He got kicked off the golf team, goes to Augusta State, and almost gets kicked off of that team, too.
Right.
So, he's one of those guys that throws caution to the wind, and he just so happened, I mean, he's a local, too.
Right.
Incredibly, he's a local, but yet the crowd was rooting against him.
I know.
Yeah. And so he has the ability to kind of maybe move the needle, but he may go from winning the Masters to never being heard from again.
Exactly. I mean,
but he is one of those guys who I think personally is one of them dudes that's like, yeah, shut up, I just won the Masters. That's kind of what I get from Patrick Reed. And so, I mean, there's a story there. There's at least a story there. The only thing for me is I think it would have been better for golf if Tiger Woods was in contention.
Right.
But he was so far out of contention going into the final round on Sunday that, was it still a great finish? Sure it was.
Well, we talked about this on Friday that, Friday was going to you're going to have to make a big push on Friday because the weather was going to be bad on Saturday and Sunday. Well, the weather never really turned off that bad on Saturday and Sunday. Everybody else had a great Friday. Guess who had a bad Friday? Tiger.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Friday kind of did him in. We were talking about it. Let's hope he comes out and shoots under.
Mm-hmm.
If he at least shoots under today, he's going to set up himself pretty well for the weekend. And he didn't have a great Friday. All right, let's head to the Back in Action hotline. Our man David Gordy wants to chat with us. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's Monday, and outside of that, that's about all I got, brother.
Yeah, for that question of the day, WrestleMania was very good up to the main event, and then they kind of, went south on us. Terrible main event. I didn't watch the Masters at all, so I have no opinion on that.
Well, I'll say this, Gordy. I didn't think WrestleMania was great up to the main event. I thought it was decent. I thought that obviously Taker and Cena. I mean, it took Taker longer to get to the ring than the match took. I thought that it was a little goofy the way they played it out. AJ Styles and Nakamura was good. But I when it was over, I was like, well, okay. It was WrestleMania.
Yeah, I thought Charlotte and Asuka stole the show. I thought that was the best match of the night that I saw.
That was good. That
was a great match. Set the tone for the whole night, I thought.
No, that was a really good match, and you're right. And again, I look at these two, and they fell on the same Sunday again. And you look at it, Gordy, and I mean, obviously, I think both of them. You didn't watch the Masters, but I think both left everybody going like, okay.
Yeah, that's the sense I get. If the voting's 51-49, then that's definitely meh.
Well, I know you called in to talk about something way more important than the Masters and way more important than WrestleMania. What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, so going to get kind of serious. I know you guys like to keep it light on the show, but a serious topic. What we do at the PTSD Foundation of America Arkansas chapter, we do peer support groups for combat veterans. And these last 6 or 7 months, we've had a lot of veteran suicide in Northeast Arkansas. And we're just trying to do anything and everything we can to get the word out about our foundation, or, and really anything that we can do to help veterans is what we want to do. Of course, we would like veterans to come to our group, but, if it's the VA or somebody else's group that they want to do, then that's fine. But just so veterans know that there are resources and people that do care, and there's no shame in asking for help. And I think that goes for anybody, really, not just combat veterans, but anybody that is struggling with anything. There's no shame in asking for help. But specifically what we do, we want to help combat veterans. Myself, Gary Miranda, Ryan, one of our newest mentors, we're all combat veterans. We've all been through the struggles. And, we just want veterans to know that there's options right here in Jonesboro. Twice a week. We're actually meeting today at 1 o'clock at Beck Pride Center at ASU. And, we have our group there, and we work a book. It's not a social hour. It's not about politics or sports or weather or anything else. We talk about issues we're having. And, and then we meet again Thursday evening, 7 to 8 p.m. at Pilgrim Lutheran Church. And it's the same thing. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about sports or, weather or any of the other hot topics, that are on the news or anything like that. We come in and we jump right into, what's bothering us tonight. So, I just want every veteran to know that there's options available to them and there's people that care. And, if the veteran's not ready for a group, we'll come to them, meet them at their house, meet them wherever they want us to, and talk to them one-on-one until they are ready to come to a group.
Well, and I'll say this, David, you guys have been doing this for quite some time now, man, and it's a great thing that you're doing. I will say for this for me personally, unfortunately, that is something that hits close to home for me. Not necessarily the PTSD, but I am someone who has had to deal personally with suicide attempts very close to me, and it's a real thing. And I kind of, we joke and we keep things light on the show most of the time, but I will tell you that, one of the things I always preach all the time, I even talk to my daughters about this all the time, is you never really truly know what someone else is really going through. Some people are really good about putting a big smile on their face or putting a big front on their face, and you have no idea what is really going on with somebody. And I think it's important for people to really think about that. We do live in a tough society these days, and you never know what somebody's dealing with.
But David, I've got a question for you. Sometimes, a veteran, sometimes the pride, everything like that, they don't want to talk to anybody. But do y'all encourage like a family member? If a family member came to y'all and says, "Listen, I need y'all's help," do y'all help out in that situation like that?
Yeah, absolutely. But that's kind of what I'm dealing with now. With another, family members come to us, and we'll help the family members in any way. Of course, we can't make anybody come to our groups or anybody talk to us, but, we'll continue to make contact and let the veteran know that we're around until we feel like, it's either A, making them angry, or B, they just quit answering our phone calls. But as long as, and we have a book for the veterans that we use, and then we also have a book for the families that we use, and we can give the family members the book that can kind of help them understand somewhat what the veteran's going through. So, it will help them, deal with the veteran. So we can help the family members as well as the veteran. In my opinion, the majority of the time it is the family member that comes to us first before the veteran.
I could see that. I certainly could see that. Like Walls said, sometimes pride can be a bad thing. Sometimes it's very hard to it's very hard to admit you need help. And that is something. And a lot of times, and I hate to say this, but it's kind of the truth. sometimes it's too late and it's after the fact where somebody says, well, all the signs were there. I seen this from him or her or that. Don't. I just encourage people not to wait. Like, not to wait. There's no such thing as too soon, but there is such thing as too late.
Right. The old adage, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let me ask you this, David. If you will, send us the info on our social media, on our Rhino Car Wash social media sideline, and we'll share it on our social media. And then, of course, we will share it on the air as well, because I'm sure there are some people listening to us right now that this has touched, have had serious service time.
Yes.
And, we do joke often on this show, but this is no joke. I will tell you guys personally, for me, as a child, having to deal with multiple suicide attempts from my mother, I will tell you that I don't take that lightly. Again, I know people personally who have went through stuff. I've got a guy that I know right now who served in the military that I can tell you I was with him before he left, and when he came back, I didn't even recognize him anymore. And it's a real thing. I mean, it's a real thing, and I just urge all of you out there, family, friends, neighbors, whatever it may be, co-workers, if you see the signs, I mean, there is help available. And again, like David said, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Right.
And so I tell you, it's a real thing. I mean, it is a real thing, and I appreciate him calling in and telling us about it. We'll share that information. They've been doing it for quite some time. I've done some stuff with them previously. But it's a great thing that they're doing, and I know for them, they both have dealt with it themselves, right. So no one can relate to you more than those two guys.
Well, and we say this all the time on here when it comes to the military. We always say a big thank you for your service to our country and protecting our freedoms. But at the same time, people come back from war or tours, and they need help. And like I said, David and Gary, they do a great job in helping some of those warriors when they come back and dealing with some of their problems. And like I said, they've been doing it for a long time, and we'll do whatever we can to help promote it.
Yeah, commend those guys. And hey, again, if any of you out there, maybe you're a veteran yourself, maybe your family of a veteran, friend of a veteran, so on and so forth. Hey, listen, sometimes it's unexplainable. Sometimes you don't even know that you have PTSD. And so it wouldn't hurt to have a meeting or even talk to these guys. As they mentioned, they will come to you. I know these dudes have traveled miles and miles to do this. And so appreciate David Gordy calling in. Appreciate Gary Miranda. Appreciate what those guys are doing. If we can do anything to help, you know how to get a hold of us. Top of the hour, ESPN SportsCenter update now.
We are the ones who will never be broken. With our final breath, we'll fight to the death. We are soldiers, we are soldiers. Whoa.
This segment is brought to you by United Pawnbrokers, 701 South G Street. Owners Dale and Amy Barber buy and sell new and used firearms, ammo and accessories, tools, electronics, guitars, jewelry, and pay top dollar for your gold and silver. United Pawnbrokers, the best little pawn shop in town.
Everyone's heard the phrase one-stop shopping, and in today's world where time is valuable and convenience is the word, our society wants things fast and immediate. Now, take that same adage and apply that to real estate and property management business. Believe it or not, there is one company located here in Northeast Arkansas that's head and shoulders above anyone else in the real estate market with nearly 30 years of experience. On Q Real Estate and Property Management is the one-stop shopping for all your real estate and property management needs, specializing in management of single-family homes, apartments, condos, office and retail, as well as residential sales. Bottom line, On Q will protect your investment, keeping an eye on it 24/7 with worry-free maintenance. They'll make sure you maximize your goals and objectives as a property owner. You can find On Q Real Estate and Property Management on Facebook or Twitter, or online at onqproperties.com. Give them a call at 870-520-MGMT. Property owners, do yourself a favor. Take one more worry out of your life. On Q Real Estate and Property Management. Management this good cannot be ignored.
Stadium Auto Body, take care of you.
Changes everywhere, even in the auto body industry. Stadium Auto Body is changing with the industry to adapt to deliver you excellent quality repairs, superior customer service, and a quick turnaround time start to finish. Stadium Auto Body gets you back on the road fast. Stadium Auto Body on Stadium Boulevard in Jonesboro and Highway 49 North in Paragould.
Stadium Auto Body, take care of you.
Attention, members and guests. Oh yeah, love that horn and love that song. A-State must have scored again. That's what you'll hear when you're at J-Town's Grill. If you listen to the Red Wolf Roll Call Radio Network, we constantly talk about food and where to eat. One of our favorite places is located right across the street from Centennial Bank Stadium and just a few blocks from Tomlinson Kell and the Convocation Center. Start your meal with a wide selection of appetizers, and then comes your hardest part, choosing from one of the many selections from their menu. Chicken, burgers, pork, turkey, ham, shrimp, fish. J-Town's has something for everyone. The food, it's delicious, and the staff, they're wonderful. J-Town's Grill is the place to be every day. And remember, start your game day early and finish your game day late at J-Town's Grill. J-Town's Grill, 2610 East Johnson, right across the street from Centennial Bank Stadium. Give them a call today, 870-275-6514.
For nearly 10 years now, at the corner of Glenwood and Southwest Drive, Garehan Dental Care has been in the business of you. At Garehan Dental Care, it's their priority to deliver quality care to informed patients in a comfortable and convenient setting. An alumnus of Jonesboro High School, Arkansas State, and the University of Tennessee College of Dentistry, Dr. Emily Garehan cares about you. To take care of you, Dr. Garehan strives to stay ahead of the curve with the newest technology available for dental practices. Whether it's general dentistry to children or adults, Garehan Dental Care performs root canals, extractions, crowns, bridges, veneers, white composite fillings, dentures, and partials. They also offer Invisalign, a clear alternative to traditional metal braces. Plus, they offer different levels of teeth whitening, from easy at-home bleaching to more involved office procedures. Garehan Dental Care is always accepting new patients, and every day they're making more happy yous. You deserve the best because there's only one of you, and you only have one smile for a lifetime. Let Garehan Dental Care make you a happy you. Garehan Dental Care on Facebook, Twitter, and at GarehanDentalCare.com. Garehan Dental Care, 460 Southwest Drive. Call them at 870-931-1100. They're open Monday through Wednesday, 8:30 to 5, Thursdays, 7 to 3. Just for you. Teamwork, the combined effort of a group of people, especially when effective and efficient. That definition applies to Stanley & Woodard Law Firm. Dedicated to a process, dedicated to excellence, dedicated to quality, dedicated to an oath. Bill Stanley and Jared Woodard are dedicated to those ideas. ASU alum, ASU letterman, they understand teamwork, combining their efforts to find justice for you, never taking shortcuts. Stop getting the runaround and start getting results. Whether you're looking for representation regarding personal injury, civil litigation, DWI, criminal defense, wrongful death, or nursing home abuse or negligence, you won't find better representation in the greater Jonesboro area. With a combined 35 years practicing law, Stanley & Woodard Law Firm delivers the respect you deserve. Stop the frustration. Start the process today. To make an appointment, go by Stanley & Woodard Law Offices at 326 South Church Street, or give them a call, 932-2000. 932-2000. Or log on to StanleyWoodard.com. Respect, results, relief. That's the Stanley O'Reilly and Woodard Law Firm.
Get everything you need to make your tailgate a hit at the Party Store. The Party Store, just 10 minutes from the Convo and 10 minutes from Tailgate City. The Party Store, your tailgating headquarters in Northeast Arkansas. Make your run the right one. The Party Store, right on the Craighead-Greene County line on Highway 49. The Party Store, with a wide selection of domestic and imported beers. One of the largest wine selections in the area, and every type of spirit to make your next party spirited. So whether you're grilling out on the deck or throwing the mother of all tailgates, make it the Party Store. Right now at the Party Store, get Jack Daniels, the half-gallon gift set, $20.99. 30 packs of Bud Light, Coors, Miller Lights, $2 off. And Trace Agave Tequila Margarita Kit, $24.29, a $32.29 value. The Party Store is your tailgating headquarters in Northeast Arkansas. Get everything you need to make your tailgate a hit at the Party Store today.
When your team gets on the scoreboard, it's time to celebrate. But you can score big, too, with O'Charlie's All-You-Can-Eat Tender Tuesday and Catfish Thursday. Every Tuesday, each chicken tenders dinner comes with an unlimited amount of fresh, never frozen, double hand-breaded tenders. And every Thursday, each catfish dinner comes with a steady stream of fried Mississippi Delta farm-raised catfish. All-You-Can-Eat Tender Tuesday and Catfish Thursday from O'Charlie's. Get the most bang for your buck on your favorite Southern meals. And now, back to Red Wolf Roll Call Radio with JC and Uncle Walls, fueled by Flash Market, live from the Stadium Auto Body Collision Center studios, right here on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7.
Imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear.
Well, hour number 2 is already here. Hour number 1 in the books. Hope you guys are doing well on this My Jam Monday. Hey, if you got song requests, hit us up. If you need something to help get you going on this Monday, I know we all do. Back in Action Hotline, 870-330-0927. Superior Lawn Service text line, 870-372-RWRC. That's 7972. And, of course, all across that Rhino Car Wash social media sideline, Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook. And it is the Facebook, right? I mean, not just any Facebook,
no.
The Facebook.
Yeah.
But you can reach us there as well. It's a Munchies Monday. Oh, yes. The $6.99 lunch special going on right now at Munchies. You get a half sandwich, a bowl of soup, and it's only $6.99.
Well, the phone number is 932-5360. Put that in your phone right now. And the thing is that you can call ahead of time, and guess what? They got a drive-through. You don't have to get out of your vehicle. Just call it in, drive through, pick it up, boom. You're back in the office.
Yeah, and it's all about convenience. And, hey, Munchies, 43 years and counting. It is a staple of Northeast Arkansas, and it's continuing today. Updated look at today's Calmer Solutions hot topic of the day. I was interested to see how this thing would play out. A ton of votes already. It's kind of how I feel. Which one was more of a letdown over the weekend? Tiger Woods or WrestleMania? It's 50-50
really?
On our Rhino Car Wash social media sideline on Twitter. It is literally 50-50. I think it's hard to vote. Looking over on Facebook, that's a little bit different. 75%.
Sorry, but I'm so tired of hearing I wish Tiger was in contention. He's not going to play golf forever. He isn't the man of golf anymore, just face it. And I agree with that. I mean, Tiger's not the same as he was 10 years ago. I mean, he's 42 years old.
I do think that the possibility is there for him to make a return to stardom, though.
But I will say this, for the good of golf, and especially all the other golfers, they want Tiger back in the mix. Because when Tiger is in the mix, and especially on the TV side of it, I mean, he moves the needle. And the thing is all these guys now, with the money that they make in these tournaments and these endorsement deals, you know who they need to think that for? Tiger Woods.
Yeah, and I think it's something. I think it's something that I think it's something that doesn't go unnoticed.
I mean, I watch golf regardless if Tiger's playing or not, okay? Now, but the thing is, the casual, viewer, and there was a lot of casual viewers this weekend who was locked into the Masters because Tiger was playing. And when that happens, that moves the needle. And like I said earlier, my significant other, she was, concerned about the Masters, and she was wanting to know what Jordan Spieth was doing, what Tiger was doing. And then, like I said, we were at a get-together last night at a friend's house, and they don't really care that much about sports. But guess what? They had the Masters on.
Yeah. No, and I think it's one of those. I think it is one of those. It's one of those sporting events that the casual person pays attention to. It's kind of like the Kentucky Derby. Yeah. You may not watch horse racing at all throughout the year, but when the Kentucky Derby happens, you pay attention, especially if there's a good storyline, somebody going for the Triple Crown or whatever it may be. Right. You pay attention to it. Right. And so it is kind of one of those deals, and it's the same thing with WrestleMania. I will tell you right now, I haven't watched wrestling in probably months at this point in time, but when WrestleMania comes on, I watch it. It don't take me long to catch up with the storylines or anything else, but it's just one of those things that I pay attention to. When I was a kid, I watched wrestling all the time, but not so much now. Right. I pay attention to it casually, but not like I used to. And so it's kind of like golf. I pay attention to golf. Every week I pay attention to it, but I don't consider myself a diehard golf fanatic, but I do pay attention to it because I believe that you should at least know what's going on. You should have a litmus test of what the water's like, if you will. And so anyway, but it's 50-50 right now, Tiger Woods, WrestleMania. Anyway, we got plenty to talk about still in hour number 2. Time for your top of the hour. I was going to say ESPN Sports Center update, but we just did that. But your top of the hour update, 12:05 update, brought to you by NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Why pay more to retail store? And we've had contact with the winner of our big March Madness RWRC Radio Bracket Challenge, and he won it all. And he just so happens to be out of town. He's in. He is currently in Ohio for business. He reached out to us and said, "Hey, how do I collect my winnings?" And so anyway, we'll do that presentation next week. But again, thank you to 1812 Pizza Company. Of course, Walmart Supercenter of Truman, and NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. He's winning a 55-inch 4K HTV television from Walmart Supercenter in Truman, a $100 gift card from 1812 Pizza Company, and a recliner of his choice from NEA Mattress Direct.
Last week I was talking about the recliner there at NEA Mattress, a friend of mine. We had talked some more over the weekend. They went there and they needed a custom-made built recliner, okay? And they had gone around to other places, all right? And the thing is, they're going to have to order it, which was not a problem. And but basically, they went to other places, and those prices that was quoted to them was anywhere from $1,700 on up. Guess how much they paid for this recliner at NEA Mattress?
No idea.
Less than $700.
Wow. Custom made, too.
Yes.
Custom made. Well, congratulations to Scott Kingsbury. He is the winner of our RWRC Radio Bracket Challenge, and so he'll get to collect all his winnings next week, and we'll post it on social media. We're a little bit envious of it.
Yeah, big recliner, TV, $100 worth of pizza.
I mean, he's going to be set up in his man cave for sure. But top of the hour update brought to you by NEA Mattress Direct.
Gonna ask a silly question here. Why are you paying so much for mattresses and furniture when you can save yourself up to almost 70% off the retail price? Not such a silly question after all, huh? That's right. Save up to almost 70% off when you shop at NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Do they have name brands? Well, if Beauty Rest, Nature's Sleep, Simmons Platinum, Simmons Silver Hybrid, Serta, Royal Heritage are brand names, then, well, yes, they have brand names. Twin sets starting at $125, full starting at $150, queen starting at $165, and king starting at $250. They're located at 3704 East Highland Drive, across from All Star Music. You can also find them on Facebook at NEA Mattress Direct, or you can call 870-679-9510 or 501-454-5613 to schedule an appointment. They take major credit cards and financing is available. Mention you heard this ad on Red Wolf Roll Call and get an additional $25 off any purchase over $300. NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Why pay more at a retail store?
Arkansas State, Coach Blake Anderson, the Red Wolves, they hit the practice field again today at 4:05. They will practice Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and another scrimmage. Scrimmage number 2 of spring camp will be Saturday at 9:25 a.m. Yeah, I know. I have everybody goes, why is it 9:25? Why not like 9:30 or 9? Hey, man, it is all strategically planned. They've got the exact periods that they will perform in and so on and so forth. And so that's just the way it is. 4:05 today, 4:15 Wednesday and Friday, 9:25 in the morning on Saturday. And then, of course, 1 week from Saturday will be the spring game.
Yes, it will.
I've had people asking me about that. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is the spring game at Arkansas State. Of course, we'll pay attention to the weather next week and keep an eye on it. Make sure the weather will be good for the spring game. But before you know it, spring camp is going to be over with. Walls, what is the one thing that has stuck out to you thus far?
Thus far, just the two people that have really impressed me. Raheem Bingham. He's really impressed me, and the other that is just blow my mind is Armin Weiwei. I mean, how he's bounced back from that injury, and like I said, a lot of it's mental, but the other night he looked good.
Well, and both those guys are vital. Yeah. Armin Weiwei, a power back that when he was recruited to Arkansas State, he was going to fill an immediate need. That bruising tailback that we probably haven't had since Sir Gregory Thornton.
Right.
Sir G was that physical, heavy, downhill running type back, and we really haven't had one since then. And you look at Weiwei, and he fits that build. We talked about it, I believe, on Friday, but I'll tell you, he had a run that stood out to me. And you could tell it stood out to Coach Anderson as well. But he hit the line of scrimmage, and he hit it with some serious power. And he literally drug 4 or 5 guys 15 yards.
Right.
I mean, there is no spoofing of this. He drug them 15 yards because I was sitting there at midfield counting it going, oh, my gosh. I mean, that's what you want to see. And then talking to Weiwei after the scrimmage was over, he talked about what that does for his confidence. He was a guy, and talking to him, last year or last season, let's say it that way. He said, I wasn't confident from the injury.
Right.
You could tell it was really bothering him. I mean, he would be wearing a brace and so on and so forth. He's not wearing a brace right now at all.
No.
And so those two guys that you mentioned are huge because, of course, Raheem Bingham is going to be a guy that's counted on to make up for some of that productivity that's going to be left behind by Javon Rowland-Jones, who is second all-time in NCAA FBS football in sacks. And so I will tell you that he has the ability to do every bit of damage that Javon did. He's very quick, got a quick step. He stayed back in Jonesboro for spring break. He didn't go out and have spring break. He stayed and he worked on his craft. He said, one of the things that's big for him is working on his moves, his techniques. He's been fast. He's always relied on his speed, and it worked at the junior college level, and you've seen some of it work last year.
Right.
But he realizes that people are going to start to game plan for him. And so he's going to have to work on his techniques and get those right, and he's going to have the ability to shock the world.
Well, and the thing is, talking about working on technique, he's got 2 guys that know a little something about that. Coach Brian Early, of course, and of course then, Brandon Joyner.
Yeah.
Brandon's going to teach him a lot.
Well, and and I know a lot of people have questions about some of the holes that have been left from previous guys. Do you think about D-Liner? D-Liner is a big man to replace on that defensive line, but I'll tell you, Kevin Thurman, KT as they call him, is a guy that will help that that blow of losing D-liner. He's got very good leverage. He finds his way through the middle of that line, and he causes problems for the quarterbacks and the running backs up the gut, and he gets a lot of pressure.
And the thing is that you brought up before, the big thing going into this is, okay, you got to replace some linebackers, you got to replace some secondary. If that D-line does what they're supposed to do,
it's going to help that back end.
I mean, you're going to keep the linebackers clean in the back end. I mean, when they're rushing the quarterback and the quarterback can't get, like you said, when the quarterback's laying on his back, you can't hurt the secondary.
And offensively, when you look at offensively, we've talked a lot about it since camp is open, but the wide receiver core of Arkansas State is, I've had people that are formerly of SEC schools tell me, I've never seen a group like this together. I've never seen that. Even coming from what most would tab the best football conference in America, said I've never seen a collective group of wide receivers like this one. Now, that is something else that has stood out to me thus far through practice. It has been the lack of turnovers. They've protected the football pretty well. There was some turnovers, in practice 5 and 6 being the scrimmage, but they've protected the football very well, and that's something that I think is going to be huge. And this offense has all the ability in the world to be a top 5, top 10 offense in the country. They're that good, and of course they're going to rely on some young pieces that are going to arrive and participate in fall camp. There's going to be some guys that I think can make some noise when that comes around, but I need to see them in person and see how they adapt to the speed of the game, mainly the mental part of coming to Division I football, because the plays are sometimes hard to learn and hard to digest, and I've seen it happen with to some of the best players you've ever seen come through here, that it's taken them a while. There's a little bit of a learning curve, and so I tell you, there's a lot of positive things to talk about so far in camp. Are they where you want them to be? No. Coach Anderson believes they've got a lot of work to do, but everybody right now in spring camp has a lot of work to do.
Right. And as I said on Friday, and I'll say this again, you brought it up some last week also, but you look at Justice and Logan, and they just seem at ease back there in the pocket, playing quarterback. Mm-hmm. And it just seems like everything is slow. Everything is slowed down for them.
Yeah, that's we mentioned that last week as well. Is that there's a clear separation between Justice Hanson, Logan Bonner, and then the other 3 young quarterbacks, as Coach Anderson would call them. Mm-hmm. Carson Coates, Alden Clark, AC, and then, of course, Blake Deaver. There's a clear separation there. But those top 2 guys seem pretty comfortable. They seem pretty comfortable. And the other thing that really stands out for me in regards to that is this. Not only do they seem comfortable and confident, everybody around them seems confident in them.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That, to me, is a huge telling sign. I've been around guys and other people at that position where they're like, he's good, but, he's going to have to do this or this. Most of the guys all say, no, we got all the faith in the world in those 2 guys. And so it's good, too, because for Logan, he needs to be ready. We've seen Justice get hurt last year against SMU, and then he was still hurt going into that Georgia Southern game, and he really dealt with it for the entire season, all the way through MTSU. It was Coach Anderson announced it, and it's okay to talk about now, but, Justice was dealing with a broken rib pretty much the majority of the season.
Right.
And imagine being a quarterback and a guy who's pretty mobile for his size. He's a pretty mobile guy dealing with a broken rib and getting hit and so on and so forth, having to throw. It bothered him. But you would never, and I'll say this from personal experience, Justice never used it as an excuse, not one time. No. Not one time. The dude would say, all he would ever say is, I've got to be better. I've got to be better. And that's something that I like seeing from him is he has morphed into a leader. When he first got here, you could tell he was kind of hesitant about that. He didn't really know anybody. But this is year 3 for him now.
Right.
He is a heck of a lot more comfortable. Logan is a heck of a lot more comfortable. And so I feel really good about that quarterback position with those top 2 guys. And the other 3 are going to work hard. Don't don't let it confuse you. Those 3 guys will work hard and compete for that 3 spot. So anyway, there's kind of your update there, if you will, for the top of the hour. And again, practice today. At 4:05. So if you want to come out, hey, Coach Anderson has never made any bones about it. It's open to the public, and you can see it for yourself. If you have questions, you can get them answered for yourself. You don't have to hear it from me and Uncle Walls. You can come see it for yourself. So there you go. Well, we got to get ready to hit this break, 12:25. When we come back, we're going to get into a little 5 random facts, Wallace, on this Monday, brought to you by On Q Property Management. It is a My Jam Monday. It is a Munchies Monday. Stadium Auto Body Collision Center Studios. We're right here on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7. Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21. We'll be back, and get your thinking caps on. Get out those number 2 pencils. Get them sharpened up. Sit up straight in your desk, because our man Mike from Finch would want that, man. Miss you, brother.
We got a chance. Still believe that we got a chance to be. Too much is never enough, and too little is never enough. Full speed got me looking at my review. I can't go back. Going 155, and I don't know why. I'm still alive, but I do what I can. But I know I can't take anymore. It's rock and roll, and I play the music, don't save my soul, but until then, I still believe some things are just meant to be.
This segment has been brought to you by Rob Taylor State Farm, right across the bridge from Centennial Bank Stadium, Tomlinson Kell, and the Convocation Center. Just look for the big red roof right there on Red Wolf Boulevard, or call Rob Taylor State Farm today at 870-520-6161 for a free quote on life, home, car insurance, and more. That's Rob Taylor State Farm. Disruptive may be just another overused buzzword, but disruptions in business like network downtime, data loss, social media abuse, and slow speeds are downright disruptive. For businesses large or small, Calmer Solutions offers powerful, affordable, yet customized solutions specifically for your business to prevent disruptions and simplify IT. For consultation or to try any of their solutions risk-free for 30 days, visit calmersolutions.com/disruptive or call 870-336-2169. Calmer Solutions is a proud supporter of Arkansas State University.
Get everything you need to make your tailgate a hit at the Party Store. The Party Store, just 10 minutes from the Convo and 10 minutes from Tailgate City. The Party Store, your tailgating headquarters in Northeast Arkansas. Make your run the right one. The Party Store, right on the Craighead-Greene County line on Highway 49. The Party Store with a wide selection of domestic and imported beers. One of the largest wine selections in the area. And every type of spirit to make your next party spirited. So whether you're grilling out on the deck or throwing the mother of all tailgates, make it the Party Store. Right now at the Party Store, get Jack Daniels, the half-gallon gift set, $20.99. 30 packs of Bud Light, Coors, Miller Lite, $2 off. And Trace Agave Tequila Margarita Kit, $24.29, a $32.29 value. The Party Store is your tailgating headquarters in Northeast Arkansas. Get everything you need to make your tailgate a hit at the Party Store today.
For nearly 10 years now, at the corner of Glenwood and Southwest Drive, Garehan Dental Care has been in the business of you. At Garehan Dental Care, it's their priority to deliver quality care to informed patients in a comfortable and convenient setting. An alumnus of Jonesboro High School, Arkansas State, and the University of Tennessee College of Dentistry, Dr. Emily Garehan cares about you. To take care of you, Dr. Garehan strives to stay ahead of the curve with the newest technology available for dental practices. Whether it's general dentistry to children or adults, Garehan Dental Care performs root canals, extractions, crowns, bridges, veneers, white composite fillings, dentures, and partials. They also offer Invisalign, a clear alternative to traditional metal braces. Plus, they offer different levels of teeth whitening, from easy at-home bleaching to more involved office procedures. Garehan Dental Care is always accepting new patients, and every day they're making making more happy yous. You deserve the best because there's only one of you, and you only have one smile for a lifetime. Let Garehan Dental Care make you a happy you. Garehan Dental Care on Facebook, Twitter, and at GarehanDentalCare.com. Garehan Dental Care, 460 Southwest Drive. Call them at 870-931-1100. They're open Monday through Wednesday, 8:30 to 5. Thursdays, 7 to 3. Just for you.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Julian with Safe Light Auto Glass.
So you think all auto glass companies are the same? Only America's largest gives you the reliability of this Safe Light advantage. It's what makes us different, with over 5,000 mobile glass shops in all 50 states. So we're always nearby, and the only national lifetime guarantee, keeping you covered wherever you are. Make the safe choice.
Just ask your insurance company for Safe Light or call 800-800-2727 or go to safelight.com.
By now, two things that you have invested in is your house and your automobile. You take pride in your home, you keep it clean, mow the yard, you know, the general maintenance stuff. Why don't you show the same love for your automobile? Yeah, that's right, your automobile. Why are you neglecting it? It's time for you to repair your relationship with your automobile. Give it love, give it Rhino Car Wash. Your car will love you for it. And now you can show your love 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. 4 convenient locations in Arkansas, Paragould, Searcy, Cabot, and now 1840 East Highland Drive in Jonesboro. They proudly provide service through an express tunnel wash with free vacuums. And remember, membership has its privileges at Rhino Car Wash. Pick from 3 monthly memberships and wash your car anytime and as many times as you want. Your car loves you, love it back at Rhino Car Wash. For over 35 years, only one lawn service has served Northeast Arkansas and their valued customers like no other. With great products, great customer service, and a company that you can depend on, Superior Lawn Services stands alone. Weed control, fertilization, and shrub and ornamentals care have been their signature service. Now, they've added another product line to help customers here in Northeast Arkansas. Perimeter Pest Control, Flea and Tick Control, and Mosquito Management Program. These are their newest services to their lineup. Applications to your yard can eradicate these insects immediately, and scheduled follow-up visits can keep these pests away for good. Let them install a misting system you can control from your phone to give those mosquitoes a 1-2 punch. With no worries and no insect bites, get back to the outdoors with a trusted company and a member of the American Mosquito Control Association. Superior Lawn Services can make your yard look beautiful in no time. So get out there and enjoy your yard again. For more info about their services, go to SuperiorLawnServices.com or give them a call, 870-932-1195. Say bye to fleas, ticks, insects, and mosquitoes for good. Let Superior Lawn Service use their 35 years of experience to make your yard your kingdom.
This is Tegan, and you're listening to Red Wolf Roll Call Radio with my dad, JC, on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7.
Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can, they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. If I had my little way, I'd eat peaches every day.
Well, I mean, peaches sound good. I will tell you, I was scarred by peaches.
Yes, you were.
For quite some time. I couldn't even see one. That was my first ever job, was working in a peach orchard. You want to talk about a job? That quickly made me go, I don't think I ever want to work again.
Yeah.
You know? So, hey, mad respect to those folks out there in the farming community, produce, all that. That's not easy. I did it for an entire summer as a kid and was like, I was scarred. Like, I did not want to see a peach. Dealing with peach fuzz in the heat.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was not fun.
Well, hopefully, this cold weather spell or this cold spell that we had over the weekend, hopefully it didn't hurt any of the peach blossoms out there. So hopefully, they'll the peach blossoms will set and make lots of peaches, because there's nothing better, like in June or July, is buying some of those peaches at a roadside stand, taking them home.
Absolutely.
Woo, that's good eating right there.
Absolutely. Welcome back to the show, RWRC Radio. We are fueled by Flash Market. We're live in this man cave, otherwise known as the Stadium Auto Body Collision Center Studios. We're right here on ESPN Jonesboro, 92.7, Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21, and, of course, all across the planet on our website, redwolfrollcall.com. And, of course, you can download the RWRC Radio app. You can take it with you everywhere. If we ever have any tower issues, and it does happen from time to time, you can just flip right on that and you don't skip a beat. So check that out, and we certainly appreciate y'all's support. And, of course, for those that are new to the show, as soon as the show is over, I edit it. Any interviews we do, anything like that, we edit it. We put it on our website. You can go there. Every show we do is right there. And you can also see us, too, on video, because we stream video as well as part of our affiliate agreement with Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21. So, Wallace, are you ready for a little 5 random facts?
I guess so.
On this Monday, it's a My Jam Monday. It is a Munchies Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Half sandwich, bowl of soup, $6.99. Pickup window is available. And, of course, it's all the same classics that you expect from Munchies.
Right.
And they've even added some little slider burgers. Their take on Crystals and White Castles. And
Yes, I asked somebody the other day. They had some. They said they're excellent.
Oh, I've had them. I've had them twice, and they're delicious. But over 43 years and counting. That's Munchies of Jonesboro right there on Caraway Road. Let's get into 5 random facts on this Monday, brought to you by On Q Property Management.
Everyone's heard the phrase one-stop shopping, and in today's world where time is valuable and convenience is the word, our society wants things fast and immediate. Now, take that same adage and apply that to real estate and property management business. Believe it or not, there is one company located here in Northeast Arkansas that's head and shoulders above anyone else in the real estate market with nearly 30 years of experience. On Q Real Estate and Property Management is the one-stop shopping for all your real estate and property management needs, specializing in management of single-family homes, apartments, condos, office and retail, as well as residential sales. Bottom line, OnQ will protect your investment, keeping an eye on it 24/7 with worry-free maintenance. They'll make sure you maximize your goals and objectives as a property owner. You can find OnQ Real Estate and Property Management on Facebook or Twitter, or online at onqproperties.com. Give them a call at 870-520-MGMT. Property owners, do yourself a favor. Take one more worry out of your life. OnQ Real Estate and Property Management. Management this good cannot be ignored.
All righty. Time to get into your 5 random facts.
Cinco Hecos Aleatorios.
On this Monday. All right. We will start with number 5.
Numero cinco.
As we always do. Oh, hang on a minute.
Uh-oh.
Hang on a minute. We've got breaking news. Breaking news. Arkansas State basketball has just got a commitment for this signing class.
All righty.
And I've shared info on him. He was just here on a visit over the weekend. Camberk Kus. He goes by JB.
Okay.
Has just committed to Arkansas State. He is a 6'6" wing player. He can play the 2 or the 3. And I will tell you, there's nothing he can't do with a basketball. He's good on the defensive end. He can dribble drive. He can shoot it from beyond the arc. And for me, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, JB is a program changer. He is a top 50 JUCO player in the country, and he has just committed to Arkansas State via his Twitter on social media. I just shared it, and matter of fact, I'll read it in its entirety for you before we get into these 5 random facts. This from Camberk Kus, and he says, first, I want to thank God for helping me and keeping me mentally strong through this process. I want to thank my parents for being on my side and helping me make my decision. I want to thank Coach Lauren Jackson, Victory Rock Prep family, Coach Tim Ryan, and College of Central Florida family for helping and always holding me accountable under any circumstances. I feel the love and put my trust in Coach Bellato and his coaching staff. With that being said, I am committed to Arkansas State University. Go Red Wolves, Wolves up. Dreams do come true. Just trust the process. And I will tell you right now, That is a huge, huge get for Coach Mike Bellato and his staff for this Arkansas State program. You put that, and Quadre Smith also committed a week ago. Signing day is Wednesday, so they cannot be official until Wednesday, of course. So Coach and his staff can't really talk about it, but I can. And I will tell you, those two guys are both impact players.
Yes.
They will make a huge, huge impact on this program, along with Kobe Wilson, who has already signed, Malik Brevard, who has already signed on this class, and then you look at the returners for this A-State basketball team. Folks, I'm telling you right now, I'm not just making this up to pump anything up. I'm telling you right now, these guys are program changers. They're not just your average everyday commits, and they will soon be signees as of Wednesday. So it is a extremely big get for Coach Mike Bellato and his staff.
We have said, during the season when a lot of people were just, getting fed up with a lot of stuff, I said, just give him time. Just give him time and let them, get out there recruiting, and you'd be surprised what they're going to do. Well, look, they went out and they've done it. And like I said, I don't know. There might be some more surprises coming. I don't know.
Well, and I tell you what, this is big time for Coach Mike Bellato and the basketball program. It's been saying for a long time, just give it time.
Yeah.
Give it time. Needs a little bit of time to get this thing going. And the two guys that they've already got committed that will both sign on Wednesday are huge gets. 6'6" is Camberk, and he is a guy who plays the wing, 2 or the 3. He can shoot it from beyond the arc at 6'6".
Right.
Quadre is 6'8". So you want to talk about size? I hear people complain to me about size all the time. Well, we don't have enough size. We don't. Well, guess what? These two gets 6'6", 6'8", and you just never know. They might not be done yet. They had another visitor over the weekend, J.J. Matthews. He is a guy that was highly touted out of high school. He went to Townsend, and he's looking to find a new home as well. He was here, and you just never know. Maybe he joins these two guys here in this signing class for Coach Mike Bellato and the basketball Red Wolves. And so there you go. I wanted to break in and say that because it just popped up, and I just got the news officially from him. When it comes from him, it's good to go.
Yeah.
So there you go. So I just put it out on social media. You guys should go and give him a follow on social media. You'll see he's an outstanding young man. So give him and Quadre Smith a follow on social media and keep up with those guys because as of Wednesday, they will officially be Arkansas State Red Wolves. We will start with number 5.
Numero 5.
Random fact on this Monday, Walls.
5.
The main reason Will Smith did The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was that he owed $2.8 million in back taxes and needed the money. 70% of his pay for the first 3 seasons of the show was garnished by the IRS.
There you go.
Hey, and they'll get their money. Trust me, they will get their money.
Sale.
Number 4.
Numero 4.
Random fact on this Monday.
4.
You're required to have a net worth of at least $1.5 million.
Check. Got it.
To open.
Yep, got it.
A Taco Bell franchise.
Got it. No problem.
You got to be worth $1.5 million, not in pork rinds, Walls.
Crap.
Yes. So for those of you, there you go.
I was so close.
That's info that you may want to know.
I was so close.
Number 3.
Numero 3.
Random fact on this Monday. Hitler had a nephew named Patty Hitler who joined the United States Navy during World War II. And had to fill out a form of any relatives who might be fighting for the enemy. Patty. So yes, Patty was a member of the United States Navy, and he had to list good old Adolf Hitler on his family.
He's like a real distant cousin.
Yes, yes.
He's part of the family we don't talk about.
Yeah, he's with them Joneses and them that stay at that trailer park at Two Lot.
Yeah,
we don't talk about them.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, number 2.
What he does, I can't.
Yes. He's got a few flaws. Number 2, random fact on this Monday. If you spell out every number, 8 is the first number alphabetically. 0 is the last number alphabetically.
Okay.
And 1 billion is the first number that has a B.
Huh.
When you start naming numbers. 1 billion be the first time the letter B pops up. There you go.
Well, I always say gajillion. That's with a G.
Yes, gajillion.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's a real word.
Yeah.
It's a real word. All right, and then last but not least, number 1.
Numero uno.
Random fact on this Monday. Corona did not pay to have their beer featured in the Fast and Furious franchise.
Really?
The producers just picked it because it fit the vibe of the characters. The free product placement has been worth at least $15 million to Corona due to the Fast and Furious franchise. That's what they estimate that they have made off of that franchise and did not pay a cent to have it on there.
Because they just felt like it worked.
Apparently so.
Damn.
Corona.
And it could have been past Blue Ribbon.
It could have been. Heck, it could have been Yingling.
Yeah.
But
Daddy Light.
You know, and I'll tell you, I've tried with Corona, but it always smells like a skunk to me.
Corona?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can drink it, but it's just something about it. I don't know what it is.
Even when you squeeze a lime in it?
That makes the difference, for sure. All right. That is your 5 random facts on this Monday. Brought to you by On Cue Property Management. By the way, want to give a happy belated birthday to Eric Gilby out there, one of our listening family members out there. I don't think I got to tell him happy birthday on social media yesterday, so I'll say happy birthday to Eric Gilby.
Birthday.
Yes.
Our man Tracy, let's see, he just texted me.
Oh, goodness.
I'm trying to figure this. Damn, man, I love pork rinds and Asian chicks. Yummy. Almost as much as RWRC Talk Radio bunch.
I'm glad that we fall into that category for you, buddy. Wow. All right. Well,
at least we know he likes pork rinds.
And we can't get that back. It's been said. Unbelievable. I hope his wife doesn't listen.
I hope.
That's got to be like the trick to them lasting this long in marriage. She doesn't hear him on radio.
She still ignores him.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Hey, you got to love them all the same. You do. You got to love them all the same. 12:47, final break here. Coming up next, we'll wrap the show up with By the Numbers, brought to you by International Tours of Jonesboro, and Damn Man Really, brought to you by the Stanley and Woodard Law Firm.
Across the room, just to be by your side. You got another thing coming, 'cause I'm not running, just to wait and stand next in line. Let me introduce you to Miss Almost Made It, Misunderstood, Miss Always Jaded, Miss Up to No Good, Miss Never Gonna Make It, Miss Don't Know How to Take It. You ain't my made in Mississippi, moonshine kind of whiskey.
This segment has been brought to you by the official barber of Red Wolf Roll Call Radio, Ace of Blades. Ace of Blades now in their brand new location, 3227 East Matthews Avenue, right here in Jonesboro. Barber Toby Stoker specializes in men's and boys' haircuts. Open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and by appointment only on Saturdays. Gonna ask a silly question here. Why are you paying so much for mattresses and furniture when you can save yourself up to almost 70% off the retail price? Not such a silly question after all, huh? That's right. Save up to almost 70% off when you shop at NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Do they have name brands? Well, if Beauty Rest, Nature's Sleep, Simmons Platinum, Simmons Silver Hybrid, Serta, Royal Heritage are brand names, then, well, yes, they have brand names. Twin sets starting at $125, full starting at $150, queen starting at $165, and king starting at $250. They're located at 3704 East Highland Drive, across from All Star Music. You can also find them on Facebook at NEA Mattress Direct. or you can call 870-679-9510 or 501-454-5613 to schedule an appointment. They take major credit cards and financing is available. Mention you heard this ad on Red Wolf Roll Call and get an additional $25 off any purchase over $300. NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Why pay more at a retail store?
Hey, how you doing? Tony here. Earl. Yeah, Earl. You see, me and the boys, we have recently been relocated to the greater Jonesboro metropolitan area. It's okay. One little slight problem. Me and the boys, we're homesick for some good home cooking, like Mother used to make. Then we found this 1812 pizza, and it's all good now with me and the boys.
Hey, boss, Tommy 2 Times wants to know what's a grit.
Vinny, I'm talking here.
Boss, I thought my name was Joe Bob.
Vinny! As I was saying, 1812 Pizza, they got it all. Not only pizzas, but they got salads, wraps, appetizers. They even got a meatball sub. It's to die for.
Yeah, boss. Tell them about the meatball sub.
Vinny, you just keep talking and you're gonna be a meatball sub. As I was saying, they got subs, sandwiches, and much more.
Boss, tell them about the wings.
Vinny, if you want my brother, anyways, it's good as mama's. And if you tell her that, I will totally deny it. Vinny, that's my slice of pizza. Put it down. Vinny, put it down. Vinny!
1812 Pizza Company, 2815 Ray Street. Download their app from the App Store and receive $5 off your first purchase. Or you can go online to 1812pizzacompany.com. 1812 Pizza Company. By now, two things that you have invested in is your house and your automobile. You take pride in your home, you keep it clean, mow the yard, the general maintenance stuff. Why don't you show the same love for your automobile? Yeah, that's right, your automobile. Why are you neglecting it? It's time for you to repair your relationship with your automobile. Give it love, give it Rhino Car Wash. Your car will love you for it. And now you can show your love 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. 4 convenient locations in Arkansas: Paragould, Searcy, Cabot, and now 1840 East Highland Drive in Jonesboro. They proudly provide service through an express tunnel wash with free vacuums. And remember, membership has its privileges at Rhino Car Wash. Pick from 3 monthly memberships and wash your car anytime and as many times as you want. Your car loves you, love it back at Rhino Car Wash. In the South, rooting for our favorite team is just that, part of the South. And so is the food. Some say Southern cooking is a religion. And one thing about Southern folks, they can spot good down-home cooking, and they can spot the bad too. For several generations now, Barnhill's Country Buffet has done it right. Down-home, homemade, good old Southern cooking. The way your mama and grandma used to make it. Everything made with that certain touch. Chicken, fish, roast beef, ham, soup, salad, veggies, fresh baked bread, rolls, cornbread, and the dessert bar. Oh yeah, don't forget the dessert bar. Then there's another challenge, picking from their outstanding weekend breakfast buffet. Saturday and Sunday morning starting at 7 a.m. Eggs, bacon, ham, sausage, fried taters, biscuits, gravy, grits, fruit, and even chicken and waffles. Chicken and waffles. Barnhill's Country Buffet next to Hastings and Old Navy in the Caraway Plaza. There's a reason why Barnhill's has been serving folks for generations now. Great food at a great price. Barnhill's Country Buffet.
On the trails, outdoors, and on the streets, Jonesboro Cycle and ATV can't be beat. Great deals on wheels, parts, and accessories. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. We've got trucks and apparel and gear. You can get it all here. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV.
Come see Jonesboro Cycle and ATV's brand new gigantic facility. 14,000 square feet on Fair Park Boulevard across from the Electric Cowboy. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV, your Arctic Cat ATV, Prowler, and Wildcat dealer. It's the Gone Wheel and Sales event with low financing and rebates. Only ride an ATV that is right for your age. Supervised riders younger than 16. Each rider must wear a seatbelt and approved helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. We recommend all ROV operators have a valid driver's license and that all riders take a training course. Read and understand the owner's manual before operation. For safety or training information, see your dealer. Offer subject to change. Not all applicants will qualify. See dealer for details. Arctic Cat, share our passion.
Affordable fun for the whole family. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV.
Got an opinion? Or maybe you just want to say, hey, how you doing? Hit us up all across the Rhino Car Wash social media sideline on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Rhino Car Wash, home of the unlimited car wash, monthly memberships, and the best free vacuums in town.
Undeniable. Go. undeniable. Breathtaking, amazing. Make sure there's no mistaking. The hating is waiting, so make it undeniable.
We're locking though, take a top explode. Take a chill, got the lot in this flow. Coming to kicking the rhythm and giving them 100% every time.
Well, what a show. It's been a fun one, and it's always great when you get a commitment for A-State basketball while you're on the air.
Right.
And, he just goes by JB, but the way his name is actually pronounced is Canberk Kus. But it's spelled Canberk Kus, but it's Canberk Kus.
Because you said in Turkey the C
is a J.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he prefers to just be called JB, and that's what we'll call him. We'll call him JB, but a gigantic get on this Monday for Coach Mike Bellato and the basketball Red Wolves and that staff. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, those two gets so far to add to this signing class. There's one more spot at the moment, and they could get the trifecta by Wednesday, National Signing Day for basketball. But we got to move quickly and wrap this show up, as we always do, by the numbers, brought to you by International Tours of Jonesboro. Johnny Frankel and the crew, they can help you out. Go to inttours.com. Start planning that next summer vacation. Maybe you got a honeymoon coming up. Whatever it may be, you can plan it right there. You can start putting everything together, and the good news is they'll help you every step of the way. Give you the advice you need, where to stay, where not to stay, what to spend your money on, what not to spend your money on. I promise you, I've done it myself, so I can speak from experience. Book today with International Tours of Jonesboro. Go to inttours.com.
Red Wolf Roll Call Radio Network. Time now for By the Numbers. By the Numbers is exhibition, not competition. Please, no wagering. If you do have a gambling problem, call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Alrighty, from the home office in Decatur, Alabama, this is the day's By the Numbers. In my hands right here, I'm holding the ratings for the Masters. If you're watching on TV, David Ellison, these are the numbers. Thought I'd just throw that out there. All right, so Wednesday, par 3 challenge. Ratings were up 27% on Wednesday. On Thursday, Joel, up 33%. On Friday, of course, that was the big day that Tiger fell off, but they were up 55% on Friday. Saturday, ratings were up 25%. Sunday, up 28%. Overall, the overall ratings for the total Masters broadcast was up 15% this year.
There you go. Up 15%. Wonder where that came from.
Well,
Tiger Woods, y'all. There you go. That is your By the Numbers, brought to you by International Tours of Jonesboro. Got to get ready to wrap this thing up, as we always do, with a little Damn Man Really, brought to you by the Stanley & Woodard Law Firm, 326 South Church Street, right here in downtown Jonesboro. If you're looking for legal representation in the areas of personal injury, nursing home neglect and injury, criminal defense, or civil litigation, pick up the phone and dial 870-932-2000, or you can simply go to their website, StanleyWoodard.com. Respect, results, relief. That is your Stanley & Woodard Law Firm. All right, you're going to love this one, Walls. This one coming from West Monroe, Louisiana.
I've been there.
Yes, Warhawk territory.
Yeah.
Yes, a 66-year-old guy named Andrew Higdon is a roofer there in West Monroe.
Okay.
Back in June of 2016, he put a brand new roof on a woman's home.
Yeah.
Well, she never paid him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she never paid him. She says they had an agreement that she'd pay him when she got an insurance settlement, but he got impatient, and in December of 2016, he started demanding his money. Okay, so that was 6 months later.
Right.
He started demanding his money. She didn't have it, and I'm guessing she figured there was nothing really that he could do other than bug her. Well, she was probably a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
Because when she got home one day,
roof's gone.
She found that Andrew had been there and repossessed the entire roof.
There you go.
He took the entire thing, so her home was completely exposed.
I'll show her.
Well, guess what? It rained.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it rained. That caused about $11,000 in damage, so the woman went to the Popos. They've been trying to get Andrew to talk to them to give his side of the story, but he's ignoring them. So last week, they arrested him for criminal damage and trespassing.
What for?
I guess doing it well. There you go.
The woman ain't going to pay.
Well, there you go. To both of these folks. Damn, folks. Really? All right, we got to get out of here, man. We appreciate you guys. Leave you like I do each and every day. If you're going to do it right. And if you do it right, do it twice. Y'all take care. God bless. Walls.
Goodbye.
We top like security of the world, Craig.
She calls me Goliath and I wear the David mask. I guess the stones are coming to face her now. You know I'd like to believe this nervousness will pass. All the stones that are thrown are building up the wall. I have become connoisseur to this world. I have become connoisseur to my girl. I'd like to believe we can reconcile the past, resurrect those bridges where